Hi Apple lovers and welcome to another episode of iWeekly. Join me every week as I dive into the latest Apple news, exciting rumours and in-depth insights straight from Cupertino. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a loyal Apple fan or just curious about the future of technology, this series has you covered. This episode looks at the news from my trusted sources for the week commencing the 22nd of September. Coming up, we have a foldable faux iPhone like two titanium iPhone Airs, M5 Mac release schedule, iPhones will add US passport support. EU has no intention to repeal DMA. Next year may see the most fragmented iPhone lineup ever, and lawsuit over Apple Intelligence Siri delays is nitpicking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay ahead of the curve and never miss an episode. New episodes every weekend. Turn on notifications for instant updates. My three trusted sources are MacRumours.com, 9to5Mac.com, and AppleInsider.com. Now let's start the news. Okay, so starting over at MacRumours.com on Monday, September the 22nd, foldable iPhone like two titanium iPhone Airs joined at the hinge. So I'm not surprised by this. I mean, I think that's where they're going with the Air. The iPhone Air is the test, and then they just pop two of them together to pretty make the foldable. I have no interest in this foldable at all. I think it's an interesting product, and I think if Apple do it, it's because there is a demand for it in the market. That's the way iPhone goes. So let's see. I mean, they're clearly capable of doing it, but let's see if it comes into fruition. Now, over at 9to5Mac on Tuesday, September the 23rd, M5 Mac release schedule. Here's when to expect new Macs. Now, I'm not surprised because every October they do tend to release Macs, usually in its own event, which has just kind of been a media event for the last couple of years. You might remember the black one at Halloween. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. Yeah, it was M3. So anyway, M5 will be here soon. There's always talk of the form factor changing. For me, we saw a change with the form factor of MacBook Airs on the M2. The MacBook hasn't changed since the M1, so it could be. However, for me, M1, M2, M4 stand out. So maybe M5 is more of an S year with a chip. We'll have to see. I'm super happy with my M4 Max MacBook Pro. I'm not looking to upgrade it anytime soon. It just doesn't need it. So I think there will be new ones. It's just if there's much of a change or not is another thing. And then on Wednesday, September 24th, over at appleinsider.com, iPhones will add US passport support by the end of 2025. So they will be adding this to the iPhone wallet thing for digital IDs. Obviously, there's some driver's licenses in America as well. It's just been announced in the UK that we're all going to get identity cards. I'd love for it to be done the same way. I'm sure it will be. So time will tell with this, but digital ID is the future, and Apple's ready with it with Apple Wallet. And then back over on MacRumours.com on Thursday, September 25th, EU has no intention to repeal DMA following Apple challenge. So the European Commission has no plans to scrap the Digital Markets Act, despite Apple's complaints. Now all this, Apple's had to open up in other app stores in the EU. Not in the UK, we're not in the EU anymore, but what we are seeing is emulators, we're seeing torrent downloads, we're seeing porn. I mean, this is why it should be controlled anyway, but apparently they're not backing down. Doesn't really bother me, but I like the closed system that Apple brings. Yes, there isn't as much customization, but I don't care. There's too many choices nowadays. But if you look at how you can customize a phone, apart from font changing, I mean, the sky's the limit now. But when it comes to this stuff, there's still ways of if you want to illegally obtain certain things, just not on your iPhone. Anyway, it's silly to me. And then back over at 9to5Mac on Friday, September 26th. Already talking about next year's iPhone lineup. It's going through the iPhones of each year. Now, apparently next year, not only will it be an iPhone 18, the 18 Pro, 18 Pro Max, the iPhone Air, possibly. This could be a minor update. I don't know. I think it says a lot. They didn't number it because they're testing the water. Apparently, the iPhone Fold next week. Now, I don't consider that a fragmentation. It's just another choice. Personally, I don't think it will come to much. I don't think there's a huge market for foldables, so they won't bother. And then last up on AppleInsider.com on Friday, September 26th, lawsuit over Apple Intelligence, Siri delays is nitpicking, Apple argues. So Apple is asking a judge to throw out the lawsuit that claims that the company misled customers about the delayed Apple Intelligence for the iPhone 16 lineup. When they first announced Apple Intelligence, oh, it's coming, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. It was always in beta. It's still in beta, which is just a bit silly. They rushed it out. They haven't done a lot with it, and now they're trying to get it thrown out. Why there's a lawsuit, God only knows. I mean, if you bought an iPhone because you were waiting for this, it will come. Patience. Now that's it for this week's iWeekly news. Please hit that like button and subscribe to me and hit that bell for notifications. I have just hit 1,000 subs, so thank you all for your support. And please subscribe to me to check out my awesome content. Please follow me on Instagram and Threads at TechHubWorldUK. Check out my website at www.techhubworlduk.co.uk, and I'll see you on next week's news.